Hey guys, it's me Courtney and welcome to my channel. In today's video we are going to be doing 3 looks using the Cutting Edge palette from Dose of Colors. That's what it looks like and all of its beauty and oliveness and just deliciousness. So if you are interested in the looks that I came up with, then please continue to watch. First things first, for the first look I'm priming my lids with eye primer. I'm going to take this mustardy green shade and apply it into and above my crease. Next, I'm taking the deep olive shade and I'm going to place that mostly on the mid to outer eye crease. But I am going to be working the excess further toward the inner eye corner crease as well. Next, I'm going to take a little concealer on a flat rounded tip brush and carve out a cut crease following the shape of my eye and slightly above the natural crease line so that you can see it when my eyes are open. Then I'm going to use the olive shimmer and place it on top of the concealer we put down. I'm going to use my finger to dip back into the mustardy green shade and place that on the center of my lid on top of the deep olive shimmer. Next, I'm going to take a thin fluffy brush, pick up that deep olive matte shade, and blend out the outer eye corner. Taking my liquid liner from Anastasia Beverly Hills, I'm literally going to draw out a tight line situation. You can go for a full wing if it floats your boat. I just wanted to focus more on the matte center halo we had going on. And this was strictly for the blending of like the lashes. Speaking of lashes, I put those on next. And then once I had the rest of my face on, I went in with the Urban Decay eye pencil in Anatomy. This is actually from the Basquiat collection they had a while ago. I'll leave a similar color for you guys in the description box below. But I did add that to the waterline. Going back into the deep olive color, I'm gonna blend that on the outer lower lash line, connecting it to the top outer edge at an angle. Then take that lighter matte green and buff out the edge of that shade we put down while filling in the rest of that lash line. I'm also going to use that shade on a fluffy brush to blend out the top eyelid while reinforcing the mustard shade above the crease. Next, I'm going to take this beautiful goldish shimmer and add that to my inner corner tear duct area, as well as the inner lower lash line. Add mascara to the lower lashes, and that's look 1. This second look was inspired by this gorgeous picture of Gigi Hadid from like a while ago. I believe Patrick Ta was the artist who created it, and I'm gonna create my version of the look. Starting with fully primed lids, I'm gonna take the shade Sundown and buff that shade all over my crease, literally blending it into oblivion. This look is super easy, and for me, it's all about the blend. I'm gonna take a little loose setting powder and add that to my eyelids. This is gonna mattify the shine and help with any concealer creasing that could happen. Then I'm adding a little more of the Sundown shade for a slight bit more color saturation. Next, I'm using the Pomade liner from One Size Beauty, and I'm gonna create a wing, and it's mostly gonna build up from the center of my lash line. I'm not gonna extend it into the inner eye corner. Once the face is done, I'm gonna go into this gold shimmer and start placing that shade, starting at my inner eye corner, moving up the side of my nose, and stopping right under my mid-brow. Filling in the area closest to my eye corner first, but shearing it out as we get to the eye center. I'm gonna take the highlighter that I'm using on my cheeks, which is a Super Shock Cheek from ColourPop, and place that in my inner corners, and then blend out the front of the gold shade we put down, moving along the side of my nose. I'm also gonna add that to my inner lower lash line. Using a clean brush, I'm gonna blend everything together, mainly focusing on blurring the edge of the gold shade we put down so that everything is seamless. Going back into Sundown on a thin fluffy brush, I'm gonna do a light dusting on my lower lash line to add a little bit of depth down there. Add lashes and mascara, and that's look 2. Last look, I'm going to start out with concealer under the brow, and I'm going to take my Fenty Beauty eye primer and add that to my lid. Then I'm going to take a sponge and sort of mesh those two together. I'm going to take that deep olive shade and focus on building that shade in my crease. As we get to that outer eye, I'm going to start shaping out where I want my wing to stop by moving that shade more outward, following my natural eye curve. Next, I'm going into Sundown, which is that orange shade, and I'm gonna build that up right above the green we put down, using that orange to buff and blend out the edges. I'm gonna use a little translucent powder to buff the edges of that orange shade while setting my concealer under the brow. And I'm just gonna go back and forth between the olive and the orange shade, reinforcing its intensity and blending all the edges. Next, I'm using this flat brown tip brush from Alamar Cosmetics and placing a little more eye primer on the lid in the form of a complete cut crease, carving out slightly above my natural crease, again so you can see it when my eyes are open, and flowing with the outer angle we created. Then we're gonna take the gold from the palette and place it on top of the primer we put down. Next, I'm gonna take my lollipop liner from Beauty Bakery and draw out a nice long wing that meets where our shadows are at the top. And because of the gold, I do continuously wipe the shimmer off of my pen so that I get a more defined black line. I'm gonna go ahead and add my lashes here. After the face, I'm gonna take my Artist Color pencil in black from Makeup Forever. This pencil gets a lot of love from me, hence the reason it's so small. But I'm gonna add that to my waterline. Then I'm gonna go back into that olive shade with a pointed pencil brush and focus that close to the waterline. This time, I'm not really gonna connect it to the outer wing. It's just gonna meet there, if that makes sense. Next, I'm gonna take that Sundown shade and buff right under that olive we put down. I'm gonna take my Churro highlighter again to brighten up my inner corners. Add mascara, and that is the final look. Guys, that about does it for me. Hopefully this video was fun and entertaining, all that good stuff. If so, please give me a thumbs up. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video if it's in your heart to do so, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.